No, I think we're seeing the economy continue to heal. We would like to speed the recovery. I think we could look at some of the actions that Congress has taken, some of the uncertainty that they've created over the budget, and say we're poised for even faster growth. But what we're seeing is that the housing sector is continuing to expand. Consumers are continuing to spend money. That helped the retail trade sector last month. So the economy is continuing to recover. There's a lot more work to be done given the depth of the problems that were caused by the recession back in 2008. Well, the unemployment rate ticked up from 7.5 to 7.6%. But the participation rate also rose by 1/10 of a percentage point. And what we saw when we look at the data is that there was a rise in the number of people who re-entered the labor force in May, and that was the cause of the increase in the unemployment rate.
We were expecting a report to come in weaker than the numbers because a number of the indicators we get prior to the release of this report had come in on the weak side. I'm speaking of the ADP report and the employment gauges that we see in the two ISM reports. Instead, this number came in pretty much where people had been forecasting it before we saw those numbers. You know, in the mid 175,000 range, which is about what jobs have been averaging year over year. Private sector jobs, doing, a little bit better than overall jobs. The government sector continuing to shed jobs, and the unemployment rate ticking back up, and the labor force participation rate moving up just a little bit. And while we do want the unemployment rate to move lower, it's good to see people participating in the economy. Now, it's only a 1/10 of a point tick in the participation rate, but it could be a good sign.